in your lungs, it affects it. But you breathe normally. If you hold your breath, which is you never hold your breath, if you hold your breath, it's going to affect it. So if you're holding your breath, like you panic and hold your breath, you go down, the air in your lungs is going to shrink. Like if you take a balloon and you push it underwater, it's going to shrink. But the more dangerous thing is if you hold your breath and come up. This is where people run into a problem. It expands, you get lung expansion, your lung can explode, can blow up, it rips, and you get embolisms and stuff like that. So anyway, the important thing there is always breathe normal, always, and then you're fine. Always leave the reg in your mouth, breathe normal, never have to worry about that particular air pocket, okay? Now another air pocket. Sinuses, okay? Well, so your sinuses are up here in your head, there's pockets here, and in your ears, behind your eardrum. Beyond the eardrum, that's not what we're concerned about. It's inside your head. There's an air pocket. So the same thing, you go down, the air pocket in your ears and in your sinuses shrink. So your eardrum actually bends in, starts to bend in, causes pain. You probably felt that in pools. You swim down, it's like, ow, that's it. Now, how do we adjust for that? Grab your nose, you blow out until it pops. Now, this...
I've done that
if
before.
you're not used to this, when they first told me about this, I'm like, I can't do that because I've never done it. But it's actually pretty easy. It's pretty simple. And we'll kind of go over more when we're in there. But I mean, everybody try it right now. Try and pop your ears a little bit.
I did that today, going down the mountain.
That high pitched noise,
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Like
And you really don't have to do it that hard. Just
and by the way,
slightly.
an easy technique. If you tip your head this way and blow, this one pops. You tip your head this way, this one pops.
Yeah. If you're having trouble with one.
That's a nice new trick.
Especially in water, because the air wants to go up. So, see that one pop? Both mine pop. And then you can yawn and it adjusts back. But you can't yawn underwater. So that is what you do to correct the air in your sinuses when you're going down. Okay? When you're coming up, it adjusts itself. Why? Because the air is just getting bigger, so it just comes out. It just comes out automatically. The air just gets bigger and just pops out through your nose.
Opens up something.
You don't even really notice it. It actually feels kind of good. So that is how you control the air pocket in your sinuses and your ears. That's how you control it. If you're very stuffed up, you shouldn't dive. You shouldn't dive because you
get trapped in there.
You can't adjust everything like you think you can. You got your ears, you're like, okay, I got my ears, but then you go down and you get this horrible pain in your head. You're like, I didn't get that one. So, but if you're clear, you have no problem. Usually if you can breathe fine through your nose, you're fine. Okay. Any other air pockets? There is. You have gas and stuff like that. You don't need to worry about that, though. It takes care of itself. So, any other air pockets? Yes, yes you do. You're coming up, you fart. The air expands.
Jared's got that covered.
I'm farting all
But your body takes care of that. So, any other air pockets? There's another one that we need to worry about.
Okay.
Right here. It's right on your face. You got this air pocket. You have to have the air pocket or you can't see. If this is full of water, you can't see right. Because So you have to have that air pocket. Now the same rules apply. You go down. The air in this mask is going to shrink. And what is that going to do?
Hurt your face.
It's going to suck.
It's gonna suck onto your face.
Exactly. It's going to suck to your face. And a little bit is, you won't really notice it.
Yeah.
But as you go deep, you're like, oh, shit. This thing is like popping my eyeballs out. So, how do we adjust for that?
Blow your nose.
Exhale through your nose just a little bit. blow out through your nose a little bit,
It's a little bit
and
more
it
air.
adds more air, so it adjusts pressure.
Yeah.
So you can feel. I mean, you can feel when it's ambient. The ambient pressure. That's what you want to be. Ambient pressure all the
Yeah,
time.
cozy.
So okay, that's all the air pockets. Any questions about how to deal with air? How to deal with the pressure on the air pockets that we need to worry about? Okay. Just keep in mind, when you go down, it shrinks. You come up, it's bigger. And then when it gets bigger in the mask, it just automatically pops out through wherever. You don't even worry about it. Now, okay, so that's covered. These masks generally leak a little bit. They're almost always leaking a little bit.
Sometimes everyone's face is different.
Yeah, sometimes they work perfect and you don't get any leakage. But most of the time, something like your hair gets caught in the seal. If you didn't shave, like if I put a mask on, right here it won't seal real good, and water will slowly seep in, just to where it kind of gets annoying. So you're sitting there going, and all of a sudden the water, because gravity pulls the water down, so the air goes up, and the water stays at the bottom. Water stays at the bottom of the mask. So there's a technique to get rid of that water. And it's very, very simple, because the air wants to go up and the water wants to go down. So as long as you have a seal at the top, basically you have a seal at the top, you apply pressure like at the top and blow out through your nose and tip your head back just a little bit and pull the mask just like that. And as you're blowing out, it'll just push that water out. I mean, it can be all the way full.
Yeah, you can
All the way
completely
full.
take
And this is a technique we
Take
do.
off your goggles completely, put them back on.
I'm not going to make you guys do that. We're going to do a little bit of mask clear, though.
Yeah, because you kind of have to while you're.
Yeah, you have to know how to do that. Otherwise, your mask just gets full.
Yeah.
So there's a few ways you can do it. You can grab it like this and apply pressure at the top, and then just pull the bottom just a tiny, tiny bit, and blow out through your nose, and it'll clear. Just boom, done. A lot of people, I mean, like, once you get more used to it and stuff, a lot of times, and you might be able to do this too, is all you do is push at the top.
Yeah.
All you do is push at the top, blow out through your nose, water goes away.
It's just like
Tilt your head back a little bit.
Yeah, tilt your head back a little bit. Because if you're like this, the air is gonna just sit at the top.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work right. Because you figure, I mean, what you have the ocean, and air is above it. It's heavier. Water is heavier than air. Air goes to the top. Water goes to the bottom. So that little technique is how you mask clear. It's called mask clear. Just get rid of that, and then you're fine. Most time, I mean, even if you don't do anything, it can get a little full. A lot of times, you'll just have a little bit of water down there. It's not a big deal because you don't breathe through your nose. You do not breathe through your nose. You always breathe in and out through your mouth. The only time you breathe out through your nose is just to adjust the pressure in your mask or clear the mask. Okay. Here, I'll pass it around so you guys can look at it. You can see your nose is inside there, inside the mask. So when you do your pressure, you grab the plastic. Grab the plastic, and that's how you adjust the pressure in your ears. But for the most part, you can't breathe in or out through your nose. But even if there is a little water in there, it's not an emergency. It just might be annoying. It's not like, oh God, I'm gonna die. My mask is filling with air or with water. So. Any questions on the mask? Okay. Let's do some more quick. I kind of want to show you what you're going to be wearing and kind of how it works. Here you can be put this on. And of course, we'll be all strapped on. And there'll be a tank on the back. You guys won't have your dive computer. I'll probably have a dive computer, but you'll have this right here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the most important.
Yeah,
This
So-
is depth and air pressure, right?
This
Oh,
is
That in your
this
hand.
fills your BC. This gets rid of air in your BC. And we're gonna
yeah,
go over
that's
that.
how you go up and down.
So you can go up and down.
Basically, this is going to sit on you like this. Okay.
Yeah.
He's going around inside. This is your main regulator. This is what you breathe out of. This is your secondary regulator in case this one fails. I've never ever had one fail. This is your gauges. This tells you your air pressure, your depth, your direction, which you don't care about. Air pressure and your depth.
Yeah, your
Very important.
You can, keep that.
Because you don't want to be like, oh shit, I'm 65 feet deep.
Yeah.
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 So air pressure, if it hits, if it gets low at all, I don't care who is around you, you get the hell out of there. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to even.
Yeah.
We're not going deep enough to worry about air pressure. This hooks up to here. And then, okay, so you have two buttons. Okay, this puts air inside this vest.
Yeah, from your tank.
Now, when you do that, no matter if you're under pressure or not, the more air you add, the more you're going to become positive buoyant. You know, you're going to go to the top. Now, if you don't want to go to the top, obviously, you're scuba diving. You want to go down. You put it like air rises, right? Air rises. Set this up a little bit. Push this button right here. Bubbles come out. Releases that. You start to become negative buoyancy. And so,
You have weights on you, so if you have no air in your jacket, you're going down.
It's not saltwater.
we're gonna have a little bit of weight. Not much. Only 2-3 pounds. 2 to 4 pounds. Like she probably only 2 pounds. You probably only 2 pounds. I'll probably take 4. Yeah, this. You put your weights in here, but we're gonna wear weight belts tomorrow, so I'm not gonna worry about it. So, any questions on how that works? Like, I mean, the ultimate goal is to become neutral buoyancy, neutral buoyancy. So you just floating. You're not going up or down.
Because if you take a big
That way you can swim around and
you're gonna
relax.
start going.
Takes no effort at all.
You'll notice every breath you take in wants to bring you up, and then you breathe out, and then it brings you down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
ideally,
You
you're
don't
going to be
necessarily
kind of going up and down.
Yeah,
If
you're
you're
gonna
perfectly
go up
balanced,
a foot or two, down a foot or two as you breathe.
You want to
Yeah.
As you breathe.
because you're never really going to just
If
be
you want to
sitting
go
there.
down, you just
Because you want to be breathing the whole time.
breathe out a little bit.
And it's kind of hard.
Once you
A
breathe
lot of
back in,
times,
you're going
it
back
is
up,
hard to
just
get
a
neutrally
little
buoyant.
bit.
It's like
Yeah.
you add some, you're like, oh,
And then
I'm
breathe
fighting
back out.
going to the top.
Yeah, because it actually changes at your depth too. Like if you go down farther, you need more air just to go up.
Yeah,
So if you go up, then sometimes you'll start to rise and you'll accelerate actually.
Yeah, the deeper you go, the easier it is to become neutrally buoyant. Not something we really need to
Only all it does.
think about too much right now,
Yeah.
but so let's see. Any questions on that? You know, you've got your depth gauge. Everybody has a depth gauge. Everybody has a pressure gauge. This is going to be at, actually, I think they do 2,000 in there. The deeper you go, the more air you go through because it shrinks. So you're just breathing more volume. And that's where you're breathing more nitrogen. But we're not going deep enough and everything. We should all have plenty of air. Shouldn't even be an issue at all. I mean, you could probably stay down at 20 to 40 feet with 2,000 pounds for like an hour and a half. So we will be fine with that. Any other questions on that? We will have a weight belt on.
Let me put a shirt off soon. Like I grab one for Jesse.
This,
Is that mine?
see where it goes.
Yeah.
This here attaches on your tank. This goes on the back seat, and kind of go over the equipment a little bit. And you guys kind of need to see this more, because this is a refresher course for you guys. Yeah, you can remember how to assemble equipment.
Yeah, because you got to do it a certain way.
Yeah. So the tank spigot goes backwards. Okay, so when you put it on, it goes backwards, backwards. Yeah.
Faces
Am I
back.
doing that right? No. It goes forward. This one goes like this. So it'll sit like this behind you, just like that.
Yeah. So
These go on the right hand side.
but
Go on the right hand side.
they help hook up all that, don't they?
No, you do it.
Oh, really?
So then that goes on there. Well, I will be there. So.
Yeah.
But that'll sit just like that. This here you can stick in your pocket or whatever, to keep it out of the way. The main rig. Hook this up to your inflator hose. This you can stick in your pocket until you need it. And then weight valve, you know how to do that. It's always a right hand release on your weight valve. Let's see what else can we go over. Any questions?
What about the equipment? What is this for you?
What?
Like, are you getting certified to do anything with teaching us, or this is
No,
just
I'm just doing it for you guys.
fun?
No, I'm just certified to do this.
Yeah, he's got a master.
What's he looking for?
You have to be a dive master to do this.
What's he looking for?
These guys can't take a new person scuba diving. So
I wouldn't want this.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable.
well, I mean, not that you couldn't do it, you might be able to.